Hello everyone, so this is going to be a video of pretty much me rambling on and talking about the whole thing that a lot of people have been talking about lately, and that is how Amazon ended up buying out Twitch. Now for the longest time people actually thought it was going to be Google, and truth be told, it actually was going to be Google, but towards the very end when things were about to wrap up, let's just say there was an antitrusting issue, so as a result of that, Google ended up not being the one to buy out Twitch. Now, seeing it being Amazon that bought them out really struck me and really surprised me, and it was unexpected to the point that I felt like my brain was just running in circles and I was just going back and forth, and I just didn't know exactly what to think. And, it's one of those situations where it has a possibility of ending terribly. It also has a possibility of turning out very well. And at the same time, considering the fact that so far most of what Amazon has done has turned out great, there's a high chance that it actually will turn out great. So, it's a hit or miss situation, but with a little bit more of a chance of things going well. Now, one of the things that I definitely think that Amazon's going to be doing, and I don't know the extent or how much of it they are going to be doing, but they're going to be looking for other ways to be able to monetize and actually be able to make money off of Twitch and that kind of stuff. Because they just spent, over $1 billion, buying out Twitch, so they're going to have to figure out some way to get some of that money back. And one of the ways is probably to be able to actually buy games that the streamer is playing. When people are live streaming on Twitch, they're probably going to put like a little button or icon right next to the game that they're actually playing, because usually when you're streaming you have to enter in and type up what game you're actually choosing or playing right now, and then like you choose a game off of the list, you click on it, and then boom, it shows up right there. And as a result of that, because of the way Twitch is designed and the way it works, it's very easy for Amazon to be able to integrate something into theirs, and that way if you're interested in the game they're actually buying, or if you want to look into it, and see what it looks like, or see how new it is, see if you want to buy it, there'll be a little link right beside it, a little icon you could just click on. So that's definitely something I'm going to see very likely happening. And, I think there's also a couple of other things they could actually end up doing. One of those things, possibly just integrating more ways for people to actually be able to get a little kickback and a little bit extra money as a live streamer. And one of the things that people do here on YouTube is that on their videos, one of the things that they'll actually do is that when they're doing a product review, for example, they'll put like something known as an affiliate link. Now what they do is that they set up an affiliate account with Amazon, which includes the layout looking a little bit different. And what they could do is they can make special links known as affiliate links to just about any product on the entire website. All they gotta do is go to the product page and then just really, as simple as copy and paste, and you just got to create an affiliate link, and then you can put it in the description of the video, and when people use that link to buy the product, they get a small little kickback of the money. It's very small, but over time it adds up to a lot. And I know some people don't like the idea of people getting money, but it's like, you clicked on a link. Is it really any different than how you were going to buy it? I mean, it's practically the same way. So doing something like that on Twitch is something I definitely see as a possibility. And one of the ways they could actually do it is in a way where, let's just say when people have their specs list, or a list of their setup and that kind of stuff, maybe they can make it to where you could actually embed it, so then where it actually says GTX 770 or something like that, you could click on it and it'll actually go to the product page or something like that, instead of having to put links all over the place. And say you could just click on it right there, and that would actually work out very, very well. And I think that would be a really smart thing for them to do. And very oftenly enough on Twitch, I've seen a lot of people, especially younger people, very interested in what those people are using in their live streams, and like, oh man, that looks really cool. Or if they have something in the background, or the headphones they're wearing, something, or Gunnar gaming glasses and they don't know what they are, they don't know how much money they cost. There's a lot of things they can do to make it to where the live streamer will make a little bit extra money, and at the end of the day, those are probably things that people were going to look up anyways, whether it was the game they were playing or the headset they were using or something like that, you know what I mean? So it really doesn't change too much, as long as they don't like start spamming it and putting it all over your screen and that kind of stuff. As long as they do it in a seamless way and embed things nicely within the Twitch website, I can definitely see things going very, very well for them. So that'll definitely be a smart thing. And one of the things that still surprises me is the Content ID system. That's one of the top things that stood out, because, when we thought it was Google, it made a lot of sense. It didn't surprise us that there was going to be a Content ID system, especially with some of the Content ID changes that came in late 2013. So seeing that it's Amazon, and seeing that they have some sort of a Content ID system kind of surprises me. And, it still strikes me the fact that they're doing it. I understand it as a business decision, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's a streaming website. And there was one example I saw in particular where someone's music on the live stream got muted because of in-game music. This is a game streaming website. What do you expect? Are you really going to mute their live stream because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, or they're using the website for what it's designed for? Like, that's just one of those things that really annoys me. But the other thing that I'm really actually excited about is possibly seeing some improvements and changes coming to the platform. And the main thing that has really gotten on my nerves for the longest time about Twitch is how terrible the time delay is, and the fact that everybody has a time delay. You could have Google Fiber internet and still have a time delay on the website. They just enforce it on everybody. And the other thing is that the streaming quality isn't that good. When you compare it to some of the, I guess you could say, smaller streaming websites, their highest quality streams are kind of what you would consider average or standard on other platforms. And when I see a live stream and it says 720p 60 FPS, it looks like it's 40 or 45 FPS. It doesn't look like 60, it looks like 40 or 45. And, you know, it's just one of those things that really bugs me, and I wish, you know, things just looked nicer. There was no time delay, or there technically can't be no time delay. It's just not possible because you're still sending information from one place to another. But if it was within 5 or 10 seconds, that would be pretty nice. You know what I mean? I don't want it, because I really hate the fact that sometimes by the time you ask a question of someone and by the time the streamer reads it, you and the people in the chat are probably talking about a completely different topic by the time he reads it. So it can be extremely annoying. And, you know, Amazon is one of those companies that honestly I think would be one of the best companies to change and upgrade the servers and infrastructure that keeps Twitch running. And the reason I say that is because whether you knew this or not, Amazon servers are used in a lot of very commonly known services that are used on the internet, whether it's audiobook.com or if it's Netflix. Yeah, actually Netflix is ran by Amazon servers. So seeing how very well known and how commonly used their servers are used on very big and well-known services on the internet as a whole, it makes me think that, wow, if any company is going to make a big improvement on the technology side of things, getting better servers and stuff like that, Amazon is certainly in the top of the list. And I'm hoping that they do change it, as long as they don't change too much about it or something, because I think that could definitely make a very big difference. Because even though it's a very big website, there are so many smaller websites that have 5 times better streaming quality. They look like truly 60 FPS. They have time delays as little as like 1 or 2 seconds, and you know, it could be better. And since they got a big company backing them up, not quite as big as Google, but definitely a big company, they definitely should be able to do more. So, you know, I think we're stuck in a situation where, you know, there's a possibility they might change only a little bit and let Twitch do what they're doing for the most part, or they might change too much. And that's where I'm a little bit nervous, you know, because I feel like they can change things too much. And if they're going to be integrating things within the website and stuff like that, I just hope that they do it in a very seamless way that really doesn't change completely the way people use the website, or doesn't just involve a whole bunch of things just getting all over the screen or getting messy and complicated, or there's just too many things on the, you know, the web page at once. You know, as long as it doesn't get to that point, I think things will definitely turn out very well, you know. So I definitely think it's really good to see actually Amazon being the one to get them. And even though it would have been nice to see it be in Google, it's very good thing and probably better that it actually was Amazon. And probably one of the big reasons why is because of competition, because Google already owns YouTube. YouTube is the biggest video sharing website. If they got the biggest streaming website, and considering how many other companies they've bought out for, you know, creating hardware and work for, you know, platforms and services and various other things, you know, there's Google Glass, and they actually make physical products now. There needs to be some sort of a competition. We can't just have one company rule them all. Even if it's a good company now, if that one company takes over our entire lives and everything we use and have, if one day all of a sudden they just turn completely evil, we are going to be really screwed in the end. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's still it's just much safer this way. And in the end, as long as there is competition, things are always better for us consumers, because when companies compete with each other, they do their absolute best and they try their hardest to impress us and to get our attention and to, get our money for the most part, and have us use their products or services and stuff like that. So it's a very good thing, and it's going to be really good as far as competition goes. It's a little bit less risky, and there's lesser of a chance things getting really, really bad. So I'm really happy to see this actually go through. Let me guys know what you think in the comment section below. I'm sure everyone has different thoughts. Some people just simply may not trust Amazon. And even if you don't like Amazon's instant video streaming service, that is what their Amazon Prime membership, I guess you could say for those of you that use Netflix, you kind of have, Amazon to thank for, providing really good servers that, Netflix uses. So that's one of those things I kind of find interesting. So they're not a completely anti-competitive company. They're providing something that is used by one of their pieces of competition, for as far as video streaming. So definitely it's in good hands. I think Twitch is definitely in good hands when you look at it that way. They're definitely not anti-competitive, at least not as much as Time Warner and Comcast and companies like that. So anyways, that's it for this video. This video is much longer than I anticipated on. Sorry for rambling on. So thank you all again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.